of our 10-game homestand here, starting with the Washington Nationals, who are up in the wild card on us by one. We're sitting at this point 2.5 games behind the Cardinals, who lost already. And looking for a good pitching matchup here, hopefully, with Tanner Roark. He's 1-3 this season with a 1.89 ERA, facing off against Jason Hamill, who's 4-0 with a 2.08 ERA. So both pitchers pitching very well this year, although Roark's record would not insinuate that, but his ERA would at least. Just a lack of run support for him. And then yesterday, a lack of run support for John Lackey, who went 6 1/3 strong, giving up only 3 runs, but we couldn't push a run across, and that was the deciding factor in that one. So hopefully we can get some more offense in this one as we go home. Going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field, and I'll be back after this one, guys. Enjoy.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Rizzo and Harper swing for the fences coming up. Jason Hamill, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, you take a look at that whip, less than 1. What that means, he's allowing less than 1 base runner per inning. Outstanding.
Ben Revere heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder number 9, Ben Revere.
First of 4 here to start the weekend as the game's first pitch is taken, and it's strike 1. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, and it's painfully obvious to say, but if they can't score any runs, their woes are just going to continue. They were shut out in the loss yesterday, so what they really need is to put a few runs on the board early on and let their pitchers work with a lead for once.
A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2. The mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. Slider, strike 3 called as the leadoff man is set down looking to open up the ball game. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, all they have to do is keep doing what they're doing. This team has a very high average, continuing to hit well as a team, and they'll continue to win games.
Daniel Murphy will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Ground ball right side. Rizzo is there, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this former USD Torero, Chris Bryant, one of the best in the game offensively, doesn't get a lot of accolades for his defense, though. Can play any one of a number of positions, but really settling in comfortably at third base. He's got soft hands. He's got an excellent arm. Very rare for a guy of his size.
Hamill into the wind. Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
The windup and the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
And Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone. He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
This is pulled into right. Hayward is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nationals gone in order. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Tanner Roark will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, if we take a look here, left-handed hitters are hitting less than .250 against him. He's really been able to dominate them.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs, center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Hit out towards second. Gloved by Murphy. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, you know, a key guy for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over .500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Jason Hayward stands in for the first time now, looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. Into the windup and the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Worth is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Chris Bryant will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, yesterday he just kept things rolling. You know, he's had 8 RBIs in his last 10 games. I got to take that.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Eric, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, going right back to the sinker right there, and why not? See if he's going to chase it again.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Jason Worth will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Well, the old vet still got it. He may be getting up there in age, but that doesn't seem to be affecting his ability to hit the baseball that much.
And that swung on and missed for strike one. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Takes this the other way to right, and the Nationals have their first base hit of the ball game.
And here's that pitch sequence one more time. Gets ahead right out of the gate on the first pitch. Then a swing and a miss puts him in the quick 0-2 hole. Fouls off pitch number 3. Then a pitch that he couldn't quite get him to go for. 5th pitch gets absolutely whacked for a solid base hit.
Anthony Rendon will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Hamill sets. Here's the 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's just your classic 0-2 changeup right there. And what he's trying to do there is to get that hitter's aggressiveness to work against him. And he just goes fishing in the dirt for a bad pitch and an easy punch-out.
Standing in now, Clint Robinson, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 1 home run and 4 RBIs. No score here as we play inning number 2. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Rounding third is Worth on his way home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes in with an average of 265, 2 home runs, and 8 runs batted in. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Nice comeback here to get it 0-2, and now you've got to put that early run behind it and make sure that this doesn't get any worse.
Hit to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 8, shortstop, Danny Espinosa.
Danny Espinosa will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Hey, you never know. Things might be looking up for this guy. He's hitting over 300 in his last 10 games, even though his season average doesn't look that good.
Hit hard on the ground to second. A spin and a throw, and he will get him at first on a fine spin and throw from short right, and that ends the inning. One for the Nationals on the RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Washington. Anthony Rizzo will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout, and reined in, one away.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Ben Zobrist will stride in now, back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot to third, fielded by Rendon. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And he's going right through him here in the second. That's 2 pitches and 2 outs. And, you know, quick innings like this early on, that can really pay off later in the game.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in now, 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, guys, that's why they call it a batting average. He's been hitting over 350 in his last 10 games, but he had kind of a bad one yesterday.
Hit hard to short. Espinosa's up with it. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They still trail 1-0. Tanner Roark set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you, because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Got him.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher. He sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Ben Revere will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game.
And they sent him packing on a breaking ball, too. And if it's me, I come right back with it.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Daniel Murphy.
Into the box now, Daniel Murphy. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And, Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case he's thinking about it over there at first.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. You guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. To first. Rizzo is there. One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Oh, there is so much that can go wrong with this play right here. This will give us a great angle to look at it. Look where he fields this thing. Then as he goes to throw it, stop it right there. He's got no real direct lane to the bag. Now, we've seen guys screw this up all the time. They throw it off the runner's back. They hit someone's helmet. Anything can go wrong. But he's able to avoid that danger here as he gets that force at second base.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. 1 left for Washington, but they're up 1-0. Miguel Montero will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base run. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Striding into the box, Addison Russell. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
The 1-0 delivery. That evens it up 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Nobody out, runner on first. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Stepping in now, Jason Hamill. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Dexter Fowler will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 3 innings complete. Nationals on top, 1-0. Jason Worth is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Left fielder, Jason Worth.
Hamill gets the sign. Here comes the pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Hayward. 1 away.
Third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Stepping in, Anthony Rendon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Hit on the ground to short. Russell has it. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Up next for the Nationals.
So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. Both guys pretty close. Top speeds of 95 and 94. Digging in, Clint Robinson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. One run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Liner towards second. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nationals leave one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Jason Hayward, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Grounded to short. Espinosa's there. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Hit hard towards second and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
Anthony Rizzo is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
From the stretch. Squared that one up just a little late. Here's the 0-1. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Robinson is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Just coasting right along here. Gets another pop-up, and well, look, he's barely breaking a sweat out there.
Ben Zobrist stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch on its way. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. From the stretch. Lifted in the air to center field. Revere posts under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One left for the Cubs. They trail this one 1-0. Danny Espinosa heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Shortstop, Danny Espinosa.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Hayward looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like two totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Tanner Roark comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. Hamels is ready. Here's the first pitch. Out in front of it, strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And look out. Oh, that ran in and got him. And intentional or not, you do not want to be hitting pitchers out there.
Well, that's going to bring some folks up to the top steps of the dugout. Anytime you hit the opposing pitcher, whether it's unintentional or not, you're setting yourself up for some possible fireworks down the road.
Here's Ben Revere. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Now batting, second baseman,
Daniel Murphy stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Looking to keep this a one-run game. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Still now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Please, Hamill, don't hurt him.
This is skied out to deep center field. Back goes Fowler. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. Around third and being waved on home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game. And there is career hit number 999. He's had such a solid career thus far, and now he's just one hit away from a very respectable number, 1,000 hits.
Yeah, Matt, 1,000 hits will be a nice feather in his cap. It's not a major milestone, but it's definitely something to be proud of.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Jason Worth will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Line to the right side. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure they were going to send him on that ball. This was hit awfully hard, but they decided to roll the dice and take a chance to score him, and it's going to wind up paying off.
Anthony Rendon digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. And a relay home. And Montero's tag will be applied a fraction too late. He's in there to score.
Well, he'd been able to get that pitch by him earlier in the game. Not this time. He's all over it here, and he's going to bring home a couple on the 2-run double.
And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. In now, Clint Robinson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Time to play pitching coach. What's he doing wrong?
It's more of a question of what's he doing right. It ain't much.
And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
4 runs here in this half inning. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. The 0-2 delivery. Again, he sends it out of play. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. right side. To his right, Rizzo. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Home half of the 5th coming up. Washington leads this one 5-0. Kyle Schwarber will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Revere going back. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 9 on the year. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important. Not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a pop-up out behind short. Espinoza retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
And here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Here's Addison Russell. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Rendon is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Well, usually when you get guys to pop up, it means that you've got them off balance. And he's been able to mix things up all night long.
Matt Caesar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 20, Matt Caesar.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Robinson is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Who says first base is where they hide the guys that can't play the field? Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Clayton Richard will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 33, Clayton Richard.
Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian here as it's Wilson Ramos that gets set to lead off the Nationals half of the inning. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. To short. Gloved by Russell. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop, Danny Espinosa.
Danny Espinoza will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Fowler is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
And this is music to a manager's ears here. After he watched his club give up 4 runs in an inning ago, this guy's come in and gotten 2 quick outs to start the next inning.
Tanner Roark comes to the plate now, likely due to the large cushion he has to work with on the scoreboard.
Yeah, he's got that big lead and a chance to get deeper into this ball game, but he needs to make sure he stays focused because sometimes that competitive edge can dwindle on you a little bit when you think you're just cruising.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Down the line, but this is a foul ball. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. It's the Nationals 5 and the Cubs 1. Dexter Fowler will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Oh, and he botches it.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Jason Hayward will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. On the ground to the left side. Oh, look at Rendon. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play. So, unfortunately, it looks like he's going to come out of the game now with an apparent right shoulder injury. That's always concerning, so hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. Stephen Drew is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Stephen Drew.
Chris Bryant will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They're down here 5-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Nationals on top in this one as we get ready for the 7th, but first let's check out the game summary to see how we got here. Ben Revere is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First offering on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. This man out for his second inning of work. Did a nice job getting him 1, 2, 3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight.
And if this is almost any other guy in baseball, he's going to be out. But he just gets down that line so fast, and he winds up beating this one out.
Daniel Murphy gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And that hit certainly represents something of a milestone for him. Number 1,000 for his career.
Yeah, that's a nice achievement for him, Matt. It's a long way from the numbers some of the all-time greats put up, but it's certainly very respectable.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Ripped down the first base line. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. The run scores from second. It's 6-1.
First and second, you see the first baseman playing behind the runner. Now, if he's holding him, this might be a double play. Instead, it's by him down the line, and it's going to bring home a run.
Here's Jason Worth, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. On the ground up the middle, and that is through into center field. A base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now 7-1.
Third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Now in the box, Anthony Rendon, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
And this one could have been big trouble here, but this carries out there just far enough to find the outfielder's glove, and that means that both runners, neither of whom were running on contact, are forced to head back to where they started.
Into the box now, Clint Robinson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball, and sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
High in the air out to center field. On the move is Fowler. 2 down.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Wilson Ramos gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Just missing here, 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Looking to minimize the damage here. 3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Stephen Drew stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Fowler on the run, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. The Nationals lead it 7-1. Anthony Rizzo will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
That's what you do against a sinker ball. If that ball's fading away, go right back up the middle with it. He just bounces this one right into center field.
Ben Zobrist will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Here comes the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And the way these guys have been swinging at everything, you know, I'm surprised he didn't go after that one too.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
Now batting.
Boy, that's the great thing about having a good sinker. And it seems like a lot of times, even when guys do get a hit off of you, the next guy's going to come up and ground into a double play anyway. We've seen it before, and that's exactly what happens here.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Belted high and deep into right center. Revere ranging back out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game, and it's a 7-2 game now.
I'll tell you what, there is no better feeling for a hitter after being backed off the plate than to turn around and do this on the next pitch. That is just the ultimate. You think you can intimidate me? Think again.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Nationals 7 and the Cubs 2. Tanner Roark steps in for a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game.
Yeah, he's been in total control of this game, man. I see no reason to be going with anybody else out there on the mound right now.
Justin Grimm will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Tanner Roark will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Tanner Roark.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Now to the plate, Ben Revere. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Hot shot on the ground is short. Russell's got it. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Cubs have decided to challenge.
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out, so this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball one. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. All the way here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will wind up a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Bryce Harper would be next.
Now batting, right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Digging in, Bryce Harper. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Sent on the ground out to second. Zobrist is there. Throw will go to Russell covering at second, and the inning is over. 1 left for Washington. They're on top 7-2. Leading off the inning, Addison Russell, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Now here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Worth on the move. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Jorge Soler will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Soler.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Dexter Fowler will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
This one's hit deep out to left center field. Gone! A solo home run there for Dexter Fowler, as it's now a 7-3 game.
You talk about a feast or famine inning. How about this sequence? Strikeout, strikeout, home run. You can never take anything for granted in this game.
Jason Hayward will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. On to the 9th from Wrigley. It's now 7-3. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Adam Warren will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
Adam Warren.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Worth. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Down the third baseline. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles. And he's been a tough out all game long.
Into the box now, Anthony Rendon. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Boy, a leadoff single, now a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way you want to start things out on the mound.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
Nobody out, runner on first. That's popped up now towards short right field. Zobrist onto the grass, 1 out.
you see here on Show Track, that pitch up and in just ties him in knots. You leave that out over the plate, you'll be in trouble, but if you can locate there, things will be just fine.
Into the box, Clint Robinson, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Now a ball lined to the right side. And they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the side is retired. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. Nationals on top, 7-3. Felipe Rivero will come in and pitch now.
Pitching for the Nationals, number 73, Felipe Rivera.
Chris Bryant will start things off here in the ninth. No sign of the closer just yet here in a 4-run ball game.
Yeah, and I think they'd love to get him a day off here, so they're going to hope that his services aren't required to finish this one off.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Down 0-2 there. He knows he's got to protect the plate. He almost went around right there, but that's a good job to hold it back.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Yeah, up by 4 in the ninth. You want to make sure these guys don't get any momentum on their side, so that's an important first out there.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Tap fouled at home plate. The 0-1 delivery. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Ben Zobrist comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and another one would end it right here. Let's see if they pitch him exactly the same way.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. On the move is Harper. He can't get there as it falls in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
We got some life here now in the 9th inning. First and second now. Hey, 1 more base runner. You're going to bring the tying run to the plate. And we've seen stranger things happen.
Jonathan Papelbon is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Jonathan Papelbon.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in now. And, hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Whoa, there's that calling card right there. First pitch up and in right out of the bullpen. Wake up, everybody.
Papelbon's ready. Here it is on 1-0. This is in the air out to right field. Harper on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
And that's probably going to be his final at-bat. So you figure he won't get his 3rd home run of the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
Miguel Montero makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
That's a ball. Lays off 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Nationals have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Another good win for these guys, and they're playing some confident baseball out there right now. That's their 4th win in a row, so they've got things firing on all cylinders.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 7-3. Good night from Chicago.
Alright, guys, well, we lose this one again. Could not get the victory here against the Nationals as they put up 7 runs on us. And the offense kind of showed up today, but the pitching did not, and that's what ended up costing this ball game ultimately. You see there, Danny Espinosa sustained a shoulder cartilage damage. He'll be out for 1 to 2 months, and so he's going to go to the 15-day DL for the Nationals, and we'll have to bring up somebody for them so that they have somebody to play shortstop. But like I said, a loss for us. Jason Hamill takes his first loss of the season in this one, 4-1 now in the season. Tanner Roark gets the win, 2-3 now on the season. He did give up 3 home runs in this ball game, though, 2 to Kyle Schwarber and 1 to Dexter Fowler. But Jason Hamill couldn't hold him down in this one, and neither could Clayton Richard. Clayton Richard came in and gave up a few runs as well. But a good inning of relief from Adam Warren in this one. He continues his good season. His ERA, I believe, is either at 1 or just below 1. So having a really good season out of the bullpen for us. Looking forward to the next game here. We're going to have Kyle Hendricks facing off against Joe Ross. Joe Ross this season 3-0. He'll be squaring off against the 2-2 Kyle Hendricks in the second game of the series in a Friday afternoon game. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us here on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network, as well on Twitch at Life of Raw Sports Gaming. And then don't forget to give us a follow on Twitter as well at LRSGN. I'm Big Dope 7, and you guys be sure to keep it real.